Alright, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I think it'll work now. I think we'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. If it doesn't work this time, I might switch to the next game and then come back to this one. I think the estimate's like 45 minutes, so I should be able to beat this in like 35, so that kind of helps. But if this doesn't get working soon, we'll switch it up. It's kind of funny, though, because... Anyway, I'll talk about that in a minute. So, alright, let's go ahead and get the countdown. Sorry, guys, in the Skype thing, but I think we're good now. So let's go ahead and start it. 3, 2, 1, start. I kind of had a good setup in that first run that froze, though, so I'm mad. You do a lot of jump slashing this game. It kills the foot soldiers in one hit, so you want to do that a lot. Like, that guy can punch you in the face sometimes, which is cool too. But yeah, jump slashing is the way to go for almost all the enemies here. There's actually damage values. The jump slash does 4 points of damage, the jump kick does 3, and the regular slash does 2. And all the foot soldiers have 4 HP, so jump slash kills them in 1, everything else takes 2. Jump slash wins. Yeah, so the story of this game is the turtles they're not in time yet, they're just in some burning building, and they're trying to save April, so it's kind of similar to the story of every game of Turtles, but they're all awesome, so can't complain about that. This is a remake of the arcade game. I never really played it in the arcades, but a lot of people have, and they really love that version. Obviously, the arcade version has a lot better graphics. This game is a port for the NES, and it's really cool as well. Graphics aren't quite as high-tech, but it has 2 extra levels that weren't in the arcade game. So that's pretty sweet that they added that to it. There's also a ton of product advertisements for Pizza Hut. If you bought this game back in the day, you got like a coupon for a personal pan pizza, which is kind of cheap by Pizza Hut. You'd think they could give you more than that, but whatever, that's what they do. I remember I got a personal pan pizza just for giving them my report card back in the day. Alright, so I got the triple kill on those guys, which is pretty sweet. You want to get them kind of in a corner. You can manipulate where they're going by your movement, so you definitely want to triple kill them when you can. If they get away from you, they can kind of be annoying, the little mousers. Now this boss is super hard to get the quick kill on. You can get this one and the next boss in a loop, but you really have to be precise, and you have to get them on the right frame here. I'm probably not going to get... Oh wow, oh shit, I thought I had it. So yeah, you really have to be in a tight position there. I didn't get it, so I'm just going to do jump kicks. But it can save a lot of time if you just start jump slashing, and you can kind of get him in a loop. He doesn't have that much HP, so he'll be dead soon enough. And I'll go ahead and show you the jump slash loop on Bebop in the next level. His is a lot easier to set up, so it's really not too hard to do that one. But yeah, Rocksteady's an asshole. And of course, Shredder stealing April, that's kind of messed up as well. So to give you a little background on this game, as far as speedrunning goes, the person that used to have the record for this game was Frezzyman, who is an amazing speedrunner from Sweden, and he had the best time on this on SDA. I think it was 35:53. So I'm going to try to top that here, cut the Frezzy, and make him proud. We'll see if I can do that. I should be able to, I think, if I have a good run. But yeah, he ran this game, and he was a man. I mean, honestly, if you would have made a Best of the NES marathon a few years ago, he would have been running about half the games in it, because he's that damn good, and he had so many NES records. But I guess it's probably better this way to have 120 games with like 80 different runners as opposed to 100 games with like 3 guys. Because, yeah, back in the day, there was some dominant NES runners that kind of ran all the games, which is pretty cool. I run like 5 or 6 games, and that's a lot to me, but I couldn't imagine running and having world record times in about 10 or 20 games. Yeah, so unfortunately in this game, you can't, like, the enemies don't come out in the same exact spots every time. In some areas they do, but in a lot of areas it depends on where and when you kill the enemies. So, like your screen position and the timing of killing the other ones, that kind of depends on where the next enemies will spawn. So it's a little bit random in that regard, which makes it tough, obviously, because if every single enemy showed up in the same exact spot every time, you could optimize a lot better. But you kind of get used to ways where you can really kill the enemies quickly, and you can kind of take advantage of where they do spawn. Like you can see I'm on the right side of the screen now, and if they come from the right side of the screen, you can actually face left and do a jump slash, and even though they're behind you, you'll still kill them. And you've probably seen that a lot. I do it a ton throughout the game, but it's a quick way to kill enemies, and it's definitely helpful in the speedrun, because you want to jump slash the foot soldiers, and you want to kill them quickly. Now I need this guy to go to the right side, and then I can get him in the loop. Oh, I kind of messed it up. So either a little bit above him... Oh, fuck. Alright, so loop doesn't happen yet. I'll do it next time. There's actually a way to get him, like, super quick, right when he jumps down, but you have to get to the very left edge of the screen really quickly. If not... I mean, this is pretty easy to set up. I'm surprised I didn't get it the first try there. But you just have to be either a little bit above or a little bit below and to the left of him, and you can get him in that infinite jump slash loop, and he can just sit there and take it. Fuck. As you can see, there's like 10 different kinds of foot soldiers. A lot of them are really easy, but some of them are really annoying and can be pretty difficult to kill. One of the main things you want to do is not get punched in the face. But no, one thing that you want to do with a lot of these enemies, especially ones that shoot weapons or have projectiles, you want to kind of get on the right angle and get on the right line in the screen. So if you come at them from below, diagonally below or above, then you can kind of jump slash them without them shooting their weapon at you. So you'll see that a little bit later with the spear guys. It's really important for the red dudes that shoot machine guns, because they can just wreck you if you get directly in front of them. So you really have to kind of come at them diagonally. Like these guys with the hammers, they're chumps. You can just walk right up to them, jump slash them, they go down easily. The white guys coming up, they're pretty weak as well. Like you can hit them from super far away. I don't know what's up with their hitboxes, but like I can just jump slash them while they're in the air, and I can hit them from like, it doesn't even look like my sword's touching them. And then the regular purple foot soldiers are kind of interesting. You have to kind of wait a little bit to kill them, because they'll kind of jump at you. But they're pretty easy too. I would go down there and farm some of those missiles, but I think I'll be alright with health. Yeah, so you always want to know what's coming up next in this game, and I mean, once you speedrun it, once you play it enough, you get a good understanding of exactly how many enemies there are, and which enemy set's coming up next. Like there, I lost count for a second, but there's always 5 of those guys there, so you can just kind of move on right when you're ready. That's another big part of this game, is scrolling the screen, because if you don't scroll the screen, then the enemies won't, or excuse me, yeah, the enemies won't come anymore. Like sometimes you'll get 2 or 3 foot soldiers, but the rest won't come until you scroll the screen to the right. So you want to make sure the time that you kill the first ones, you're able to move over and scroll the screen to the right before the enemy explodes, because that's when the next enemy will start coming, when the first ones explode and stuff like that. Yeah, so Baxter went down pretty quickly. He'll be back though in fly form, so I'll have to deal with him again. I think he's actually easier the second time, but we'll see how that goes. Sorry, I'm kind of getting a cold here, but I'll be alright. See, the snow level kind of screwed me there. Like these, they can mess you up if they hit you twice. It normally doesn't happen, but I got knocked back there, so that kind of sucks. The snow level's pretty cool. I like the music in this level. It's one of the levels, like I mentioned, that was not in the arcade game. The original arcade game in the arcades, like those places that people used to go and put quarters in machines. If you guys didn't get that before, I might not have been clear. I don't think there's any around where I live now. There used to be one in the mall nearby, but they closed that down like 10 years ago. When you fall down that, it says who put the lights out, so I figured I'd show you guys that. It's not because I suck. Snow guys are kind of fun. Yeah, I mean, this game, you want to avoid getting hit all the time. You want to play it perfectly. You want to jump slash everybody. Most of the bosses you'll see I'll jump slash, and in the later levels, the bosses get pretty damn hard. So you kind of just tank damage on the bosses. You keep jump slashing them, and maybe sometimes you'll even lose a rest, but it's still quicker to kill them that way. And even sometimes later, when you jump slash them from the right spot, you can actually hit them twice. You can hit them once on the way up and once on the way down. So you want to hit everything perfectly. But in one of these games, it's like a beat 'em up where you have to kill 700 people or 700 enemies, all that stuff. You're not going to hit everybody perfectly. So you'll see me getting hit once in a while, hit here or there. In some cases, I get hit on purpose to kind of change my positioning on the screen. But most of the time, it's just hard to avoid guys, or I don't know exactly where they're spawning from, so they're going to come out and hit me. So that's one thing you got to watch out for in this game. But the more you play it, you kind of get a better feel for where they're going to come from, how you can kill them most efficiently, and kind of what spot you can be on where you're not right up against the turtle, or excuse me, not right up against the enemy, but you can still get them. Like here, I'm trying to jump slash them from a little farther away, so you got the double hit on that one guy. You kind of just get a feel for what position you have to be in. Alright, so I kind of messed up the beginning of this boss, and then the middle. Hopefully I don't mess up the end. But yeah, you basically just want to get him in a loop here. It's the easiest way to do it. He can't do anything. You can actually hit him extremely tight with your jump kicks. Like, you can go super fast, but the problem is, like there, if you lose the jump kick, you, actually I should probably do it again. Yeah, this is a terrible fight. But yeah, so you want to kind of go a little bit slower. If you hesitate a little bit, it's much easier to keep this loop going. If you go super fast, you're probably going to lose your jump kick, and he's going to run off to the side. And when he runs off to the side, you see him doing stupid stuff like throwing rocks at me and knocking me down, all that crap. So, oh wow, Papa John's? That's what we're talking about now? This runs that boy? But yeah, I like Papa John's better probably. Pizza Hut's kind of good because it's like super greasy, and they got that pan, the pan pizza has like that fried crust, so I'll go for that sometimes when I just want to eat something that's really unhealthy. But normally it's just Papa John's. As much as it pains me to see a box with Peyton Manning's face on it, I still like it the best. They really need to put Ray Lewis's face on a pizza box. That's what I want. See, you guys are just trying to have an innocent conversation about pizza, and I'm over here talking about stupid football. I apologize. Yeah, I gotta use the little street signs. That's always fun, to knock a guy out with a 20-mile-per-hour sign. A lot of these, it's hard, like some of the exploding ones, it's hard to time it so you really kill a lot of people, because sometimes you have to slow down to hit the little background things that you can knock down. There's like candles in the later levels, there's street signs here, there's bombs in a few levels. And when you have to slow down and you stop the screen from scrolling, it can actually waste time. Like that part right here, you really want to get the screen scrolled all the way to the right, or else the rest of these purple guys aren't going to come. So it was actually better there to scroll it to the right instead of using that bomb. That car always scares me. Yeah, so these red guys suck if they start shooting you, but you can see I'll try to get them from an angle. I'll come up from below or above, and then you can get them without letting them shoot at you. So there's a lot of little things like that in this game. And yeah, that's nice. Oh hey, what's up, Kalenon? Yeah, basketball? Yeah, not going so well for me. It's interesting though, I like the NBA as well. LeBron coming back to Cleveland, that's always good. I actually never been a fan of LeBron, but it's hard to hate him as much when he kind of went back to Cleveland. That seems like a nice story. I'm a sucker for a redemption story, I guess. Yeah, so you can get this guy up in the corner here. You want to hit him a little bit slow though with the jump slashes, because if you just try to mash jump slash, these little, I don't even know what they are, the things he's shooting down at you, they'll shoot at an angle because you'll be in the air when he's about to shoot it, so it'll just knock you back. So you have to hesitate a little bit here, get him in a rhythm, and beat the hell out of him. You can actually get him quickly with the last jump if you count how many hits. It takes 20 hits, but I got distracted so I wasn't able to count there, so I just kept going slow, but it doesn't really cost you that much time. Domino's is the only chain that'll deliver your place. That sucks, man. They need to step it up. I kind of know about that with cable service, man. I have Comcast right now, and they piss me off sometimes, but Verizon Fios won't hook up my apartment. I just want to get that intro deal where they give you like the first year for $70 for cable and internet. Like, why do they tease me with that if I can't get it? But yeah, I probably shouldn't badmouth Comcast while I'm streaming here. We don't need any drop frames. I think the stream's been good, hopefully. It's always interesting when you get hit by those cars, so I try to do that at least once a run. There's a part in the last level where you can get frozen by, I don't know, by these little things that shoot ice, and that's kind of cool too. Let's see if I can get the triple kill here. Yeah, you gotta kind of manipulate the position, kind of draw them into a circle around you, and then you get them. Dynamite guys kind of suck. They always try to run away from you, so it's hard to get them quickly. Like, this is pretty good, actually. They're tough to get quickly. Sometimes they'll just backpedal into the corner, and it's really annoying. Spear guys can be tough, but you'll see I'll always kind of get them from below or above, so they never shoot their spear at me. Like, if I try to just walk right up to them, they're going to shoot the spear. It's probably going to knock me back. It's going to be rough. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have walked in that. Got a little distracted there. These guys are interesting. What I normally do is take the damage, because sometimes you can get boosted by their bomb. Like, you see we're there. The bomb knocked me to the other side where the other guy was, and you don't really need that much health in this level. It's not that hard of a level. I could have dropped down to probably like 1 health bar and I'd still be fine. So yeah, that's one strategy, do that. Against those, I don't even know what they got, like a bazooka they're throwing at you? Yeah, they're getting creative nowadays, but that's alright. Oh nice, I didn't think I got that guy. So you can see, like, these enemies, I know where the first one's coming from, so you just kind of set yourself up in the right position. Like, after these guys, there's going to be the blue enemies that shoot spears at you, and they're a little below the top. So you can kind of get there, knock them down like that. But yeah, the rest of them, it's hard to know exactly where they're at. Another thing you'll see with enemies that throw stuff, or like these guys, if they hit you with their little spear or their weapon while you're in the air, you're going to get knocked back and fly back. But if they hit you while you're on the ground, a lot of times you just take the hit and you stay there and you can quickly kill them. So a lot of times if an enemy's at you and you can't jump kill them and you're going to get hit, you just stay on the ground and kind of walk right through them. Like, I think I just did it there. I don't know if you could tell, but like, you just kind of walk into them, take a hit, and all you do is kind of bounce off them, and then you can just kill them the right way. So that's one thing you want to do in your speedrun in the game. You don't want to get knocked into the air and thrown back, because obviously that takes a lot of time. Like right there, that sucked. Helicopter guys are kind of weird, but you can kind of get them in a position where you just jump slash the hell out of them and not let them hit you with this. It's kind of tricky though to get them the right way. Boomerang guys will give me a lot of problems in the later level. Like, once they shoot their boomerang, I really don't know what to do. It just kind of screws me. So those guys went decent, but in the next level they're going to come out in full force near the end, and I struggle with them sometimes. Which is strange, because as a kid, the boomerang guys, they were always easy. I always thought they were just chumps. But now they're getting their revenge. Double Dragon 2, the revenge. Fortunately, I didn't get to see all that game, but I mean, there's a ton of hype games coming up here. This entire marathon's pretty awesome. Shoutouts to everybody involved. I know Bad Breaks, Sven are doing a lot of the work there, but there's a ton of people on the back end helping out with everything, and I definitely appreciate it. I mean, as much as I like playing the games here, I'm going to enjoy watching them just as much, if not more. Just coming up tonight, there's amazing games. Tomorrow might be the hypest games for me, just because I love all those Mario, Mega Man, Castlevania games. So I definitely am going to be watching NES Marathon all weekend. You guys should too. I'm sure you've already checked out the schedule and circled about half the games that you want to see. Here you can kind of fall down on them. It's kind of interesting. Ah, never mind. There's kind of some weird things you can do on these little platforms that are raised that can help you out. I was trying to show off something there, but it's not that interesting anyway. You can basically just fall off the side and do an attack at the same time. Yeah, so these red guys kind of suck here. I think I used to have a way to beat them, but I really was speedrunning this game a lot like a year ago, maybe like 9 months ago. I haven't been grinding it or going after it for a while. I've definitely been obviously playing it, practicing, getting ready for the marathon, but I haven't been going for like new strats and trying the best stuff, so I don't really remember how I killed those red guys in the past, but they're kicking my ass now. Purple guys are easy though. Spear guys aren't that bad. Now the little horse guys that shoot lasers are always cool. You just gotta make sure they don't start running around on you. Guess they're not really horses, they're more like robots, but I don't know, man. I was like 8 years old, I didn't know what to call these guys. So this level's actually pretty tough. This is probably the first really hard level in the game, and this is the first level where the boss is gonna be important, because I can either lose a rest, or I can not lose a rest. Ideally, I would like to not lose a rest, shocking as that might sound. Rest are those things in the top left corner. I don't know why they're called rest either, but it's like I have 4 of them. Every time I run out of life, I lose one. That was a terrible explanation. Hopefully you all know that. I didn't really explain it, but yeah, rest is like a life. So I've got 4 plus 0, so I guess I have 5 right now. I'd prefer not to lose them, but the boss is kind of hard. Alright, that was a decent fight against these guys. There's a way you can really kill them quickly. Oh fuck, I messed that up. You definitely want to get the double slashes early. Yeah, this one's pretty bad. But that's alright, these guys aren't too dangerous. But yeah, there's a nice way to kill them easily. I didn't quite show it off, but you could kind of see what I was going for. There, I kind of just took the boomerang shots like I was saying, because if I tried to attack and got in the air, when you're in the air, it'll knock you back. If you just walk into it a lot of times, you'll just kind of go through it. So stay out of the air, it's dangerous for turtles. But yeah, like I was saying, this boss is kind of rough. I think I called him RoboCop or something, which apparently is wrong. So he's not RoboCop. I forget who he actually is. I was informed more recently, but I kind of forgot. But he'll still be RoboCop to me, I guess. Alright, so the thing about this boss is you got a pizza there. Now the strategy, as always, or not as always, but against a lot of these, is to kind of just mash, jump slash, and beat the hell out of them. Now you want to not get the pizza right away because you still have health left. What you want to do is have as much health left as possible throughout the beginning of the stage so you can kill him pretty easily with the health you had plus the pizza. Now I didn't have good health, and I'm not really in good shape right now, so I might die against him, which is fine, but this boss and the boss of the next level, the Ninja Shogun level, actually I am going to beat him. Nice. Oh, I shouldn't have spoke so soon. Alright, so I got lucky there. It was close, but I took his ass out. You could see there I was doing jump slashes. I didn't always get them because my hands hurt a little bit, and they're a little sweaty, but that's another story. But what you can do is you jump slash him, and a lot of times you'll hit him twice. You'll hit him once on the way up and the way down, so you can do damage a lot quicker. That's one of the tough bosses. You can lose a rest there, and that's okay, but this next boss you can also lose a rest, so I didn't want to lose one to both of them. Because if I lost one to both of them, I'd be in a little bit of trouble for the Krang and Shredder fights later on. Now these little guys, I don't know what they are. I always thought they were like monkeys or something, but they might just be really long-armed ninjas that are kind of fatter than the other ninjas. Or they're like super muscular, it's hard to tell. But I thought they were like flying orangutans. I've been watching too much Planet of the Apes, I guess. Yeah, the way to kill him is not let him jump so much, so I wasn't doing a great job there. But you can kind of get him pinned into the corner, and you kind of jump slash him once when they're right up against the corner, and then if you back up for like a second, you can jump slash him again. So you don't want to run right up against him for that second jump slash. But if you back up just a little bit, you can jump slash him twice, kill him pretty quickly. Hopefully I'll show you that a little bit better on the next round of orangutan foot soldiers. It'll be coming up a little bit later. Yeah, so this is another pretty tough level. You don't want to lose too much health early on because even though there is a pizza later on, the boss is also very hard, so you want to get that pizza as late as possible and then kill the boss. There's actually a quick kill on the boss I'm going to try to get. It's pretty hard to do. You kind of have to manipulate his attack pattern, and I don't really know how to do it perfectly. It's very hard, but there's a way to get him where his head doesn't even fly off. And if you played this game before, you know that boss is kind of an asshole, and when his head starts flying off, it just makes it that much harder. So I'm going to try to kill him without letting his head fly off at all. Oh, I got the triple candle hit. Hell yeah. That's super rare. Gotta use those candles in the background. It's all about bonus points. Alright, now the tigers are pretty damn tough. I'm gonna try to do a quick kill on them where I do jump slashes. Now I fucked it up, but so I can't explain it now. But yeah, the jump slash, it's really hard to do a jump slash. If I try to just jump slash into him, it wouldn't have worked out. Like, he'll just knock you back. It's really hard to do jump kicks, but you can set it up by taking damage here. And when you take damage there, you see that little double jump slash I got in on him? You can kind of time that perfectly. So in these fights, what I'll try to do is take damage and knock myself all the way to the left of the screen so I can get that double hit on him, like I did there. I'm gonna do it again, even though I probably should save health. I just want to kill these guys quickly. So that's the way to go. I mean, you can't do all jump slashes, he just knocks you back, but you can kind of set yourself up by taking damage. Now, I hate these scorpions. They're our most hated enemy in the game, and when they come out on the left side, it sucks. Now, that guy was super nice to me, and wow, that went incredibly well. Yeah, it normally doesn't go that well. Like, even in my record run, I really butchered the scorpion fight. Now, let me show you this. So you kind of... It's not that you have to back up when you hit him the first time, you just have to keep a little bit of distance. Like, you can't get right into him after that first hit. And there, I just missed him. But like, once they're in the corner, you kind of give him a little bit of space, and then jump slash him. Not that anybody has problems with these guys, they're pretty damn easy. So I don't know why I'm trying to give you like the pro strats to kill the little orangutan dudes, but hopefully it helps somebody. There's somebody out there that was struggling with those guys. Alright, so let's see if I can get the good kill on this guy. Keep his head on. Because once his head starts flying off, I don't even know what I can do to beat him. I'm fine with taking a death or whatever, or losing a rest here. Because I have the extra one from not dying in the original one, but let's hope I can get him here. It'd be pretty cool. It's a lot quicker also. So like, if you get him at the right time, you kind of hit him right before he's trying to get his head to fly off. And by hitting him right before his head's gonna fly off, he goes into a different attack. So I think I got it here. I pretty much hope I do, because if his head flies off now, I'm screwed. But I should be able to... Oh wow, that was close. So yeah, that's the ideal kill. It probably wasn't quite as quick as it could have been, but shit, I just beat him by standing in the corner and jump slashing the hell out of him, so I think that was pretty good. Plus I have a ton of rest now, so I can just take a ton of damage from Krang, and I'll be fine. So that went pretty well. And now, this is my favorite music in the game. But of course, the boomerang guys, I hate, so... Yeah, see, like, once they shoot them at you, you gotta, like, dodge it, basically. I don't know. It's funny, too, because, like, Turtles 1, the boomerang guys are the worst enemy also. I didn't really connect that until right now. I just hate boomerangs. I don't even like the boomerang, sub-weapon in that game. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess you can switch boomerangs between each of your characters in Turtles 1, but that weapon is weak. I like the single star. Or the scroll weapon. The scroll weapon's pretty overpowered. Yeah, I gotta get those double kills. Oh shit. Yeah, I forgot these guys were next. I'm glad I did get frozen though, because it looks pretty embarrassing, and it's kind of cool. I like the animations where you get messed up in this, like where I fell down the snow hole before. That was pretty cool. I probably should have fell down one of the sewers in level 2 also. I like going down the sewers as well. I think they only take like 1 damage anyway, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, you don't want to let these guys get going, so you want to kind of always position yourself so you can go up to the next one and kill it before it starts shooting, because once these guys start shooting lasers, it's kind of rough. This is kind of a rough set here. These guys, there's like 16 of them, I think. They just keep coming. Oh yeah, dude, the machine gun guys are terrible. I always hated them. I still do. Alright, so I didn't get frozen that time, that's nice. Here come the bowling balls. Not my most hated enemy, but they're pretty interesting. They have to make a second appearance. And the burning building wasn't enough. Let's come back again. I kind of like the animation where you get knocked up against a wall, your like hands are up in the air, you kind of slide down the side of the wall. I always thought that was cool. Alright, more red guys coming up, of course. Just overpowered machine guns. I kind of forget how to do this part here. There's a way to kind of walk into them and kill them, but I've been messing up in practice, and obviously I just kind of messed that one up there. Gotta just get them from an angle, from below or from above. That's the way to do it. Couple more sets of Mausers coming up, so we'll see if I can get a triple kill on all of them. That would be nice. Get triple kills throughout. I'm kind of in a bad positioning here, though. Yeah, like... Alright, I got him, that's good. See if I can get this set as well. And it's nice because if you can see I kind of got a double hit as well there. I only had to do 2 jump slashes, but I got 4 hits on all of them because they take 4 jump slashes to kill. And if you hit them right, I think it's easy to hit them like that, but if you hit them right, you get a double hit on the way up and on the way down. I do kind of like the animation where they shoot that little chain electricity thing at you and get them. So I probably should have got hit at least once by them, but whatever. I guess we got a speed run. As much as I want to let's play, this is all about speed running. This is another guy where you just take damage. This guy actually is going to kill me. There's really no way to kill him without losing a life here. I guess you could go super slow and jump kick him, but it's a lot faster to jump slash, beat the hell out of him, take a death, and then just go back right at him. And I have plenty of rests, whatever that means. Actually, I'm guessing the chat knows what rest means. Like, there's, like, rest, what that is. So, I'm not going to be able to read it anyway, it's too fast, but I would like to know what a rest means. RoboCop Part 2, hell yeah. Yeah, record for this game is 33:59. It's a good time. It could actually be beaten. I mean, there's definitely... I didn't really push that one as hard as I possibly could. It's definitely a good time. Like I said, I think Frezzy Man's old run was 35:53. And that was pretty tough to beat, but I got down to 33:59. Probably another minute could come off that. But I don't see myself grinding this game like that again. I mean, if somebody comes along and beats it, I mean, if somebody's watching this right now and they think, I definitely want to speedrun this game, I think that'd be pretty awesome. I'd love to watch somebody speedrun this. I know Mitch Flower Power, I saw him doing a co-op run of this way back when. That was pretty cool. He had a really good time in that game. But, I mean, it's not the best speedrun game of all time. It gets a little repetitive, but it's just such a fun game to play. And you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get him up in this corner. That was a pretty decent fight. I let myself take a lot of damage there because I had so many rests left over. But you can also do that thing where you do one jump slash and you hit him twice, once on the way up and the way down. And if you can kind of get him in that corner, you can keep hitting him. The worst thing he can do is just kick you in the head. Like, after every jump slash, he can just start kicking you in the head over and over again. So I'm glad that didn't happen too much. Now Shredder, he can do the one-hit kills. I'm kind of tempted to let him kill me right now, just because it's a cool animation where you turn into a tiny little turtle. But, gotta beat the game fast. We're a little bit behind schedule. And, I want to play Guerrilla Wars. That game's a lot shorter than this one. I want to actually do a good fight here, at least for one phase. This is actually a very bad fight. What you want to do against Shredder is kind of get him up against the left wall, which I think everybody, or left or right wall. Everybody knows that, but what you don't know is that you can actually do super fast jump kicks. A lot of times you'll see people kind of going all the way to the left, or all the way to the right and kind of doing extended jump kicks, but you can just kind of smash the hell out of him really quickly here. And if you get your timing right, even if the second helmetless Shredder's there, you can kind of jump and jump kick the real Shredder without getting hit by the helmetless guy. So if you get in like the perfect rhythm up against the wall and do these quick jump slashes, which I'm not doing now, like this, he kind of can't fall back, you can kill him really quickly. So this is kind of a mediocre fight, but you can kind of see the strategy there. Every once in a while he'll do that hit where he kind of hesitates, and that kind of sucks. So you see I killed the fake Shredder, and it's not great, but it doesn't really matter because the real Shredder, he keeps the amount of damage you've done, no matter what. Like when they regenerate, he already has all the damage inflicted on him, so he's almost dying now. So I mean, you don't want to kill the fake Shredder and have them respawn, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let me jump slash him to death. That'll be the way to end it. I guess it would have been better if I didn't die there, but I like to jump slash. Oh, I hit him with a regular slash? That sucks. I wanted to jump slash him, but I didn't. Guerrilla War hype, hell yeah, man. Alright, so hopefully the commentary is pretty decent. I can't tell if I'm loud or if the game volume's too loud or soft. Hopefully you guys got to hear some of the nice music tracks in that game. If I'm too loud, I guess let me know. Maybe I'll check out the chat for a second here, but I think it's time for some Guerrilla War. I think it's time to save Cuba. I know somebody was talking before, all these NES war games, it's all about the US and Germany and Russia. Well, we're looking at Cuba tonight. We gotta save Cuba from the dictator. And I'm guessing most of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but you're about to find out. Guerrilla War, another awesome game that's super fun to play co-op. Coming up in a second. Alright, cool. Commentary's good. Because I got this little old beaten down microphone that's like a little stick thing. And I'm talking right up into it, so I don't know. Oh, high 35? Oh, that's good. Nice. Wasn't sure when end timing. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I forgot to tell you when to stop the timer. My apologies. But it's basically once Shredder kind of fades out a little bit, so it's all good. High 35's nice. I was hoping to get sub 36, so that's awesome. I always liked the ending of this too. I guess I'm not going to make you all watch it because we got to go, but at the end of this, what happens, you got the credits, all these the blimps going, and at the end Shredder pops out and he starts laughing and he says he'll be back, so. There's no Splinter Face here, but I do like this ending. Or at least I did when I was a kid. Splinter Face hype, by the way. Best of the SNES coming soon. I shouldn't say that because I don't know if it's true or not, but it'd be cool.